What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 200 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Clearly, if we're at 200 episodes, Adam, can you believe it?
I can, actually, because we love this game. We do. Or at least I do. I don't know about you. I think you just play it to... I think you just play it because you have a podcast about it, you know what I mean? But I love this game. So
it's
I play
the opposite.
Okay. Yes, 200
episodes, man. Congratulations.
I was gonna say congratulations to you. This is a
no,
milestone.
Seriously, it really is, and thank you to everyone out there that's been with us for the last few years. This has been awesome. We couldn't do it without you, and it's just a really cool thing as a podcaster to hit this number. So yeah, thank you so much. Very, very freaking cool.
Listen. Before we get started, I want to give away a Professor Willow code, and I'll send the card, but I can send the codes if they want first. But I would like to give away one of the Safari Zone outfits, like the T-shirts. The code for that.
Okay.
And I can send the code, the business card thing that they gave us. That and a Professor Willow code, so you can unlock that research and this T-shirt. The thing is, you have to reply to when this episode goes live, that tweet, you need to respond with hashtag LuredUp200.
Woohoo!
And that will enter you in.
Awesome. Nice. Okay. And when are you going to give it out? You should probably put a date.
December 1st.
Okay. December 1st, the winner will be announced. We'll retweet it a few times so everyone can get in on it. But Adam, that's a very good idea. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm sure the community.
But anyway, back to the intro. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Friday, November 12th, 2021. I'm Ken. That's Adam. Yeah, 200, baby. I'm pretty hyped.
Thank you all for
super
helping
cool.
us get to this spot. Thank you all for listening continuously.
Continuously?
Yes. Or if this is your
really
first time listening to us, welcome. We appreciate you too.
So on today's show, we're going to recap the last week of gameplay. We had the start of the Festival of Lights. We're kind of in the midst of it right now. Things are changing with the event. We'll talk about all that good stuff. We've got the Swords of Justice. We have Mega Minetric. We had Chinchou Spotlight Hour earlier in the week. The second part of Festival of Lights. This is kind of the Looming Shadows / with Light Comes Shadow, whatever they're going to call it. Giovanni is back. So we'll talk about that a bit. There's going to be a tie-in for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. This is actually a really comprehensive event, so we'll kind of run through all the news there. And then this is probably morphed into a potential... Actually, this will probably be a Poke the Bear on the next episode. But we had, last weekend while we were in Philly, a bunch of Pokestops and gyms were added to the game. And now they're gone, or most of them, or some of them. So we're going to talk about that whole debacle, and we definitely want community interaction on this one. So we'll turn it into a Poke the Bear for next week. But let's start with our recap, Adam. Last week when we recorded the last episode, it was a couple days before the start of Festival of Lights, so we were kind of like, we were in speculation mode, but I was cautiously optimistic that Dedenne would be enough to carry the whole event. And we were talking about how when a new Pokemon comes out, especially when it comes out on its own, a couple days into the event, you've caught your full almost of that Pokemon, and sometimes it can dull the whole event for you. And then we also knew that on the 9th, a couple days ago already, that we were going to see that, some kind of shift in the event with Light Comes Shadow. That's kind of that Looming and Shadows thing where we're at right now. Also known as the time when you can TM away frustration. And Adam, I hope you're doing that. But
honestly,
before
I
we
did.
You did? Yes,
I did. I got rid
people
of...
tweeted at me.
I know.
People messaged us on Twitter. They're like, can someone please remind Adam to use TMs for frustration?
I did. I got rid of, I think, 25 or 30 of my charge TMs. I just went through the highest CP Pokemon and just kept deleting frustration. I was like, why does my Suicune not have why does it still have frustration? That doesn't even make sense. Then I was
Dude,
like, Lugia
I
just
honestly
caught.
just
I was like, might as well do it.
use it all, dude. I put @frustration in the search bar, and just literally every shadow Pokemon I have, because I have a living shadow dex. I just started running from the top. Whatever came up with @frustration, I just fucking TM next, TM next. Like I just started. I went through 120 charge TMs, and I've deleted so many over time. I could definitely still use them, so I'll get them from all the raids this week. But I'm proud of you. Yeah, so many people were concerned that you were going to forget again. They're like, we got to tell Adam.
And I noticed. I did. Thank you all for reaching
That's so
out.
funny.
It did push me.
All right. But what about the Dene? How often are you seeing this thing? And did it have enough oomph to kind of carry it through the first week?
I was genuinely surprised because all my Dedenis when I first was catching them was like 23 CP, 38 CP, 24 CP, 38 CP. It was like I was getting the bottom of the barrel, little tiny ones, and then I caught some that were, 300 or 400 CP, and it was like, okay, and they just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, whoa. This one is 1211. Like, there's no way. There's no way. This has got to be 100%. Catch it. It's absolute garbage. And then all of a sudden I see weather boosted ones. I'm catching like 1527. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
And that's been increasing.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's honestly, I've been so excited. Like, I'm like, what is the highest CP I can catch? This is insane.
So funny.
I did think that we had it in raids. And I have yet to see it in raids.
See, it has been in raids.
I have not seen it.
No, it's in raids.
I have not seen it.
You should be thankful for that, because it's like I've had people send me invites and it's like, really? Like JC Pix sent me a couple and I was like, dude, all right, I'll do them, but like don't make a habit of this. And like it's like I'm good on it with raids. Like there's really no reason for me. I've caught my fill. I've transferred a shit ton of them. But I think that with this event starting and then a couple days later, they go into the shadow portion of it, which we'll go into the details of in a minute. I think it was like the perfect amount of time where like I didn't get sick of the Dene. It was totally fine. It was in research also, so that was another way that you can get it. And I thought the balance was perfectly fine. And then now that we're in the shadow portion, we've had the TMing stuff. We've had increased rockets everywhere. We've had the Giovanni arc we'll talk about. So there was plenty to do outside of Dedenne. And I think that the balance of this event so far has been fucking perfect. Now, the spawn
it was
pool,
nice to
all that
focus.
kind of stuff.
It was nice to focus on Dedenne.
Sure.
But
sure.
If I got to hang out with Casa de Cubone from our Discord, and we walked the town, and we spent like an hour and a half just walking around fighting Team Rocket and catching Pokemon. It was awesome. And I don't think if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have gotten as many like Team Rocket radars and stuff like that, and played it as much as because I can only do so many balloons,
Yeah, well, all the Team Rocket teams were shifted up a bit, so there's different Pokemon, so that's always fun.
I lost
what?
A couple of times.
Oh, yeah. Someone told me they got like a double Snorlax Dragonite or something, and I was just like, "What?"
Yes.
I haven't seen that yet, but that's awesome.
I was like,
that's like amazing.
Oh, getting walloped. It was awful.
No, that's so great. Oh, and Blitzel is still in the wild, so that's cool. I know a lot of people are chasing that. Electrike is in the wild. I haven't had any shiny luck. I don't know about you.
No, I think I caught a Nidoran female on my walk.
Oh, wow.
I was like, are you serious right now? Come on.
I've really, really, really been enjoying the double friendship. This is probably the greatest fucking part of this event, and it's amazing because all of a sudden these people that have been sleeping on gifts and all this shit are finally gifting. So hopefully this will motivate them to continue the push. But I have been fucking vigilant about sending out 100 gifts every day, which I have been. And I was excited. I was able to send 105 gifts the other day because I sent my 100. I couldn't get any more from stops. And then later that night, I got 5 from my buddy. I was like, oh shit, 105 gifts I was able to send out. And I've been opening my 45 every day. So I've made so much progress with my friendship. Like, it's crazy. Right now, I am 10 days away. So 5 days with the double from going best friends with 50 people at the same day. It's going to be fucking bonkers. I cannot wait. Like, that lucky egg is going to be fruitful, to say the least, for sure.
That's awesome.
All right. And I do hate to say it, but we had the conclusion of the season-long special research. We know we've been shitting on it for fucking all season, pretty much. I don't know. What'd you think?
It was still lackluster.
Yeah, I couldn't recant the story for you, and that's a shame. I just, I know I could have paid more attention to it. I just fucking didn't. I just didn't. I'm pretty excited to raid the Swords of Justice. I know 90% of my invites have been Terrakian. Has that pretty much what you're seeing in your area? Is that like what everybody's going for?
I
or
have
is
not
it
done
blended?
very many Swords of Justice raids. I've done, I think, 3 or 4 Manetrics.
I think last episode you were like,
I wanted to go
raids,
hard.
I'm gonna do them.
Listen, and I'm not getting, like, the only raid, I was registering my car, and I saw Cabalion, and I was like, Ken, open your game, Cabalion. And
I was like, all right, great, I fucking did it.
and that was that's like the only one that I saw.
Wow.
Because now I work at a gym, and so, like, the only stops or gyms I would say, even like on my way, like I can't like gather people around or like
dude,
stop for
you
a raid.
honestly need
But
to
I'm on
step
top of a gym.
your fucking S2 up, dude. So
I know,
what?
but I'm
You
on
need to
top
build
of a
up
gym.
But if you add fucking 18 more stops to your S2, you could be at least get 2 more gyms to be in your periph, so you could remote. Got to work them cells, dude. Oh God.
Listen,
but
I'm
all
just
right,
gonna need you to open my gift. That's all I want.
Dude. Look,
We need to become
just
best
did our
friends
lucky
again.
trade. I know. We should unfriend each other for 90 days and then start over. But no, I've got some shinies during this time around, so I'm excited. I needed Cabalion shiny. That was the only one I came into this event needing. I did get that. I've got 2 additional Verizian shinies. I got 2 in one day. One on the Zoom call with everybody last week, so that was a lot of fun. Chin Chow Spotlight Hour, it wasn't too exciting for me. We've had a lot of Chin Chow. It's no big deal. But on Monday, they did update the blog to include like the second half of the event, this Looming Shadows continuation. But Team Go Rocket, Takeover, Giovanni's back, all that good shit. They're making a big push. The team leaders have new Shadow lineups, which is cool. Giovanni has Shadow Lugia, and no, it's not the fucking Gale of Darkness Shadow Lugia. We talked about this
Missed
last
opportunity.
week. I knew it. Look, is it though?
Yeah.
Is it? Because,
yes.
All right.
Yes, it is.
Now, all right, wait.
Because
So,
they could have played into this.
Why, though? Why would they? It has nothing to do with Team Rocket. It honestly doesn't even have anything to do with the main story arc of the game. It was in a spin-off game, Gale of Darkness. It wasn't Team Rocket. It was Cypher that had the fucking Shadow Lugia. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't tie into the story at all. And I hear people saying, like, in the main series, Lugia's black, and it's like, no, it's not, dude. This was limited to the fucking XD0001 code name, whatever the fuck it was, from Gale of Darkness that Cypher had. So it's like, it doesn't even fit the main series. I know that Pokemon Go is like a multiverse in the Pokemon world, but does it look cool? Fuck yeah, it does. But like, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily would have fit. If there was a Cypher reference some way, somehow, then sure. But I don't know. Mine has 15 attack. That's all I care about. The rest of the stats are shitty, but it has 15 attack, so I'm good with that. But yeah, like Adam said before, make sure you TM your Lugia. So
yes, yes, I was very glad that I did that.
Yeah, definitely. But we, Vullaby is also available in field research, and the shiny was released, so that's pretty cool. If you remember, everyone was like, Vullaby in research breakthroughs, the November research breakthrough, it's like, well, now it can be shiny, so adds a little bit more value to that. But at the end of the blog, they asked this open-ended question, like, will light defeat shadow, blah, 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 ... And they've since released like a subsequent tweet saying like, light has pushed back on darkness and blah, blah, blah. Team Rocket will be withdrawing, but they're still, in increased numbers. So they're making a little bit of a narrative out of it.
What does it mean?
I don't know what it means. Do you think there's going to be more story here, or is this just like they're, eventually the Team Rocket takeover will be done and that's all they're getting?
It'll probably just be done. They'll just be like, they went away. You defeated them. Sorry.
And we have, they've warned us for a while to make sure we do complete the special research before the end of the season, which is the end of November, because then it would unlock an additional Hoopa-based special research that you could pay $5 if you don't finish it in time. You still want the special research, you could pay for it. But if you complete that before November or December 1st, you unlock this other thing. So make sure you complete the shit. It's super easy. What do you think of Niantic? Because I think this might be the first time that they've done this. I don't know. But allowing you to pay $5 to unlock the special research that you can unlock for free as long as you complete the prerequisite.
I like it. I like it because it gives somebody that didn't have the chance to get it. If they really want it, if they really feel like they're going to miss out, you know what I mean? Then they can pay for it.
But why should they get the chance? That's my argument. Like that should be like it's like buying a warp zone, to skip the line. It's like, fuck.
Yeah,
dude,
but they missed out on all of the rewards that they could have gotten.
No, because they could still complete that special research. Special research ain't going anywhere. They could still complete the other one. You know what I mean?
Really?
Special research doesn't expire. It might be harder to do because in the next season there might be, Pokemon that, aren't available or something like that. I don't know what the last fucking steps were. But whatever. They offer you for $5. I don't know how I feel about it. But what about Giovanni? Like, I don't know. What's the platinum to defeat Giovanni like fucking 100 times or some shit? Like, are they going to make this more regular of a thing? Because this was a long gap since the last time we saw Giovanni. Months and months and months.
Yeah, we're going to need to. They're going to need to increase this because I don't know how I feel about not giving us Giovanni more.
Okay.
Because it's weird. It's weird like battling a bunch of team leaders and like not getting the Super Rocket Raider often.
Yeah. Well, the Ultra Hero medal, that's the Giovanni medal, it calls for him to be beaten 50 times. If you've beaten him every time he was available up to this point, we're at 13.
Wow.
So it's like that's a long way to go.
Unattainable.
It's a long way to go. But anyway, just to give you an update on the team leaders, Arlo uses Gligar, Cliff uses Grimer, and Sierra uses Nidoran. So those are your 3 potential Shadow Shinies. And of course, Giovanni is Persian, but yeah, Shadow Lugia is the one. So fucking shiny Shadow Grimer is pretty fucking awesome with the red eyes. Looks amazing. The Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl event that we're going to talk about next, that starts on the 16th. So does that mean that the Team Rocket stuff will end on Monday the 15th, or will they butt it right up against Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and have it, just start on the 16th or end on the 16th? I don't know. But Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl coming to the Switch this next week. All right. Is it next week already? Yeah, pretty soon.
Yeah. Yep.
The event is going to run from the 16th through the 21st. So this will almost take us through the end of the month. But all event long, half incubator distance and 1/3 super incubator distance, which is fucking great. And according to my math, that means that a 12K egg will hatch really quickly. I don't know the fucking math, but it's going to be quick because 1/3 super incubator, it's like a super duper incubator. That's what there's the missed opportunity. That's what they should have called it. Super duper incubator.
Super duper duper.
But Adam, costume Pokemon will have a collection challenge. A bunch of costume Pokemon. Are you excited?
I'm so excited. And I just can't
Turtwig,
hide it.
Chimchar, and Piplup wearing Luca's hat, and Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup wearing Dawn's hat will be available over the length of this event, and it's split up into 2 pieces. But there's also going to be Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup onesies in the Avatar shop. Did you see the images of these? They're fucking fantastic.
Yes, they are.
Good,
but I'm not
pretty
going to buy
fucking
them.
cool. No, me neither. This event, like I said, is cut in half. The 16th through the 18th, that's the diamond portion. So this is the spawn pool for that first half. This is when you're going to be able to get the starters with Lucas's hat. You have Seal, Murkrow, Poochyena, Bidoof, Kricketot, Baneri, and Stunky. So Stunky's the only one in that pool that can't be shiny. The if you're lucky, quote-unquote, Pokemon are Scyther, Larvitar, Plant Cloak, Burmy, and Buizel. So Larvitar in the wild is always fun. Raids are getting revamped, highlighted by Cranidos and Gibble in 1-star, Tyranitar, Lopunny, and Gallade in 3-star. And then at this time we'll have, this is when it flips over to Cresselia and Mega Lopunny. So lots of shiny hunting going on here in raids, but, Tyranitar is always great. Cranidos and Gibble will be very popular in 1-star. I'm sure everyone's going to do plenty of those.
Yep.
And the fact that we have Mega Lopunny and regular Lopunny is in 3-star, I'm sure a lot of people will do that as well just to get, trying to get the hundo. All right, Adam, the best part of this event. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
7K eggs. Badoo, Bonsley, Happiny, whatever the fuck you call it, Riolu, and Mime Jr. Global release for Mime Jr., and all of these Pokemon are of the same rarity tier. So,
wow.
That means if there's 5 potential Pokemon, Badoo, Bonsley, Happiny, Riolu, and Mr. Mime, or Mime Jr., that's 5 Pokemon. Each one will have a 20% chance of hatching. That's pretty good odds for Mime Jr., and it can be shiny.
Ooh.
So I've sat on a whole bunch of fucking incubators, super incubators for a while. I will definitely be going for this, even though I fucking hate eggs. I definitely want that. I at least need. I'm not even going to be mad if I don't get the shiny. It's just like, give me the Mime Jr. so I can fill in the fucking decks. Like, just give it to me. Give it to me. So
yes,
you're okay.
This.
You're okay with it? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I'm fine with it.
Field research will have Bagon, Shieldon, and the starters with Dawn's Hat and Sandy and Trash Cloak Burmy. So the Lucas's hat will be in the wild, and Dawn's Hat will be in field research. Now, Adam, this event covers all the areas, right? Raids, research, spawns, eggs, all that shit.
Yes.
This is just the first half of the event. What are your thoughts on this? Because this is based around costume Pokemon, I know you're sour on that typically. I don't know. Is there enough going on here outside of the costumes that you're still going to enjoy it, or will you just buckle down and go for the shinies with the costumes?
I'd say that I'd go harder for the eggs. I don't think the costume Pokemon
specifically
really...
for Mime Jr. though, or
yeah. I don't think the costume Pokemon really do anything for me.
See, I've learned to love not even the costume, but the shiny costume chase. That's what I've been pretty consistently going for over these events. That's what I end up going for. So give me the costume shiny, and it's like that means that if there's a costume Pokemon on the map, I'm probably going to click that first because that's the hunt I'm on. But I don't know. I figured that there's just a fucking ton of shit going on, but tons of potential shinies here. I don't know. Could this be like true fan service? Like they're playing into the fact that Diamond and Pearl have been wanted for so long, and it's like that game itself is fan service in general. So what they do is they give us all these fucking shiny Pokemon, Tyranitar, fucking Gibble, Cranidos. Like this is fucking, I don't know. This event has the potential to be one of the best events of the second half of this year, post GoFest, because this spawn pool just seems really fucking strong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a lot of really good ones.
Good. Fuck Stunky, but everybody else is pretty cool.
Especially for the XL candy, you know what I mean?
Tyranitar, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Give me all the fucking Larvitar. Give me all the fucking Larvitar because I need that XL. All right, let's see what else. Then that's going to carry right into the Shining Pearl part of the event. That's the 18th through the 21st. And the spawns shift slightly. We're going to have Pinsir, Misdreavus, Houndour, Spheal, and the starters, but this time with Dawn's Hat rather than Lucas's Hat in the wild. And the if you're lucky Pokemon are Slowpoke, Bagon, Buizel, and Sandy Cloak Burmy. Not as strong here. Bagon, I guess, is cool. Raids are going to change slightly. Shieldon comes to 1-star. Solomons will be replacing Tyranitar in 2 and 3-star raids. And then still Cresselia and Mega Lopunny up top. Eggs are the same. research has the reverse of the costume Pokemon that's in the wild. So this time Lucas's hat starters will be in research along with Larvitar and Cranidos. I don't know, man. This is a massive event. And I just think that the spawns, the eggs, the raids, like, I think everyone's going to be doing a little bit of everything in this event. And I honestly, that for me, that's how I like it. Like, I really feel that everyone's going to do a little bit of everything here.
Yeah. I mean,
like, what are you going to go for?
Like,
are you going to
like
focus on the eggs? But
yeah, I'm definitely going to go hard on the eggs. Like I said, I'm not excited about the hat Pokemon, but I'm excited for Scyther. I'm excited for Tyranitar and then I'm excited for Salamence. Like, there's a Mega Tyranitar, there's a Mega Salamence. Like, there's a lot of good cards coming, or not cards. Sorry, there's a lot of good. Sorry, I'm like in TCG mode. There's a lot of good Pokemon coming out. Like,
what
again,
about Cresselia though? Any care for Cresselia?
No, not at all. I
have
don't
the shiny.
Really enjoy. Yeah, it's like I already have the shiny. I'm not so stoked on it. Like, I'm just like, where's Keldeo? Where's Shaman? Like, it doesn't make sense. Just give us.
It would have been nice to have Keldeo right after Swords of Justice.
Right?
They won't give it to us. They won't. But Adam, that was a ton of news. We should probably take a break.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because that was a lot of info. When we come back, we'll have a quick word from our sponsor. We'll go through some housekeeping. Then I kind of want to talk about this waste spot debacle, and I'd like to hear how it affected your area, Adam, because my immediate neighborhood, like my home area stops and gyms, totally impacted. So I'll share that story, and then, we'll definitely turn this into a Poke the Bear for next week. But let's now take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Hey, Adam.
Hey, Ken.
Brace yourself.
For what?
Winter is coming.
Ooh, it is getting chilly.
All right, you ready? Another fucking chef's kiss of Manscaped ad read for your listening pleasure. What the writers of Game of Thrones didn't want to tell you is that Bran was actually in a wheelchair because he didn't trim his balls with Manscaped. Poor guy thought it was okay to trim his balls with a traditional razor and hair trimmer. Not sure what you want as a gift for the holidays? Well, Manscaped is the ultimate gift, and they're here to change the men's grooming game, and you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code BALLCHECK at manscaped.com. Let's just get a little golf clap for the Game of Thrones reference in the official ad read of making fun of Bran being in a wheelchair because he cut his balls. I think that's pretty funny. Anyway, speaking of cutting balls, so I've had some accidents in my life cutting balls, which is really funny. But thankfully that's over with now that we have Manscaped in our lives. Do you think your holiday spread is good? Well, it's time to give thanks to the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0, or as I like to call it, the perfect package for your package. Gifting Manscaped is the ultimate hack to become your family favorite. Manscaped has been busy and launched their refined body wash and 2-in-1 shampoo plus conditioner, both featuring the Manscaped signature scent. Adam, how good does this stuff smell?
Okay, can I be honest real quick and give you my full disclosure?
You know what? Why don't you go for it? Yeah, let's hear the real deal Adam take on the Manscaped
no joke.
Products they sent.
Like the body wash is amazing. It's like a light scent, but it's good. It washes up perfectly, but that's not all. The 2-in-1 shampoo plus conditioner is like my new favorite. And this is no joke. This is like my true honest to God opinion. I have used so many different 2-in-1 shampoo plus conditioner things, and they've just straight up sucked. They've been awful. They just feel gross. Like your hair feels like gross afterwards. It feels like you're washing your hair with conditioner, and it just like your hair just feels nice and soft afterward. It's awesome. This is like my absolute favorite 2-in-1
Well,
shampoo
that's a
right
glowing review from Adam. It's
now.
well,
I
honestly,
won't go
I
back.
can
I
agree.
won't go back. There's
No,
like
no,
like
I
my other
agree.
shampoo, awful
It's good
compared to
stuff.
this, and that's shampoo and then I use conditioner. Nothing. It's not compared. Like this is
Wow, this is a glowing
above and
review.
beyond.
This is crazy. This is crazy. So now for
Thank
me,
you,
it's interesting because I'm
Manscaped,
bald.
for sending
No,
me
dude,
that, 'cause
I'm bald.
It's awesome,
right? So I'm not washing the hair on the top of my head because there is none. But I'm also like built like a gorilla. So it's like I'm hairy everywhere else, big ass beard. I'm fucking there's all shit going on all over the place. So it's like the 2-in-1 is good. I wash my whole fucking body with that shit. It's awesome. It's good. And no, seriously, it does smell good. The body wash is legit. But you get 20% off and free shipping with the code BALLCHECK at manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping with BALLCHECK at manscaped.com. Be thankful this holiday season for the best gift of all from Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. They really will. My balls
I'm literally
are
wearing
right
that
now.
shirt right now too, and I'm also wearing the boxers. I feel
Are
so
you
comfy.
really?
Yeah. I feel so comfy right now.
Listen, this is my balls talking. Thank you. See, they just thanked me.
Listen, they are smooth.
They are smooth. All right, little housekeeping of our own to get through really quick. This podcast is powered by Patreon. You can please check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And all our patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly PIGO and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration is in the Discord. We hope to see you there. We actually just wrapped up. I know we're a little late. We wrapped up our October TCGO tournament this past week. So that's always good. The winner took a $50 gift card to tcgplayer.com, one of our affiliates. Awesome. But huge thank you to our gym leader tier patrons, Absolutely Ryan, Dig Dug Rob, Grant Jamal, JD Mojo Jojo, Magikarp DM, Talentish, TN Comics Wiz, Big Zaw Minus. Huge thanks to our executive producer, Paul Bott. And everyone, don't forget our merch store is open, PokemonProfessor.com/merch. Adam, are you ready to talk about this Wayfarer shit?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we're in Philly. Everyone starts a buzzing on Saturday morning going, what's going on here? There's new shit showing up in the game. Why is this nomination that I've had sitting dormant for a year in my Wayfarer all of a sudden showing up in the game? Why is this stop that's been there for 3 years all of a sudden in gym? Everyone was like racking their brains. Wayfarer community was blowing the fuck up. Everyone's trying to figure out the new math, the new S2 cell layouts. Are we using an S18? Or is the number of stops required to make a gym, did that decrease for 2 gyms, for 3 gyms, like per S2? All the people were scrambling trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. But ultimately what happened was something happened with the release of Pikmin. This all coincided with Pikmin. And
blame it on Pikmin. I see how it is.
I'm gonna straight up blame it on Pikmin because this is when it happened. But they added it to the known issues page a couple days ago, and I tweeted out once I saw it on the known issues page, and I was like, "Yep, they're calling this a bug." So one, we know this at this point. We knew it wasn't intentional, and they were like, "We're working on a fix," and the shitty part is, what that ultimately means is what is bringing us more joy, they're calling a bug, and the fix they're referring to is taking it away, even though it's brand new. But in my area where the turf war is big, it was like the new gym showed up and everyone's gunning for gold. The thing's turning over 1 billion times a day. Everyone is just rushing to do it. Like, it was good. The community seemed healthy. Like, everyone was out exploring. It was great. So they put out a tweet. This is the first tweet they put out. It said, trainers, an issue caused a small number of Pokestops and gyms to appear on the map that don't comply with our Pokemon Go Wayspot inclusion rules. And we're going to talk about the inclusion rules in a second, but these are their hyper vague rules that don't reference S2 cells and the math that the Wayfinders have come to already have been proven correct to how the game board is played out. So they say, We know that some of you were excited by these new Pokestops and gyms, and we will preserve as many of these locations as possible. It says some of these Pokestops and gyms are going to be removed or updated as necessary to preserve the integrity of the game board. We apologize for any inconvenience this has caused. See more about this change here. And they link to an older post about the inclusion rules and, without saying like you can't have gyms stacked on top of each other and all this and that. It's, the integrity of the game board is the important thing to remember. So they link to, a forum post kind of explaining the whole thing. It almost contradicted the tweet because it was like all of these things that were added were going to be removed, where the tweet was like, we're going to preserve some. So there was a lot of confusion. But they had said that starting on the at 2 p.m. on the 10th, right, that we should start seeing things happen. And slowly but surely, since then, things have begun either changing completely or reverting to where they were before this bug, quote unquote bug, took hold. But then today, they put up a second tweet, and I thought this tweet was very interesting. And it says, trainers, we resolved the issue which added a small number of way spots to Pokemon Go that violated our inclusion rates. We've also addressed an unrelated issue affecting way spots syncing to Pokemon Go, which resulted in a net increase of 11,588 way spots. Meaning,
wow,
when we dig into it a little further and go to the link, they said there was an accidental creation of about 45,000 way spots, primarily Pokestops, some of them that shouldn't have been there. So this issue, this bug, created 45,000 additional way spots in the game. People were getting home spots, like their towns were like popping off, like everyone was loving it. But they're saying they fixed the error, they removed those way spots that were in violation, but because of this sync issue, they actually had a net increase of 11,588 total way spots globally. So if they fucked up and added about 45,000, but the net at the end of the day was 11,588, that means that this sync issue added a ton of way stops to the game. Now here's my point. Where the fuck did those stops go? Because for me, I'm only seeing shit being taken away. So in my area, from my house, visible from there, a stop that was a stop for years turned into a gym. And then in a park, probably within the 20 feet of the next stop over, was a nomination that I put in for a gazebo that was never accepted in the game, but showed up as a Halo Pokestop during when I got back from Philly. I was like, oh shit, new stop. And then I click on it, and it's one that I submitted. I was like, holy shit, they accepted it. That's now gone. The one that turned into a gym was now demoted back to a Pokestop. And they release a Q&A. Adam, have you had a chance to look at this Q&A?
I have not. But the only one that I really, really noticed was that in the graveyard, there used to be a Pokestop and then 2 gyms. And with the change, there's only just 2 gyms, and one is now the closer Pokestop to it. And they had taken a gym away from where it
Really?
was.
So you had a net loss even to before the issue happened?
Yes, from what I saw. Yeah.
Weird. So that's why I'm confused, because they're like, yeah, we're netting additional stops. And I'm like, well, where the fuck are they adding these stops? Maybe that really affected the emerging countries, as far as the game is concerned, or rural areas where shit was like so sparse, and now all of a sudden there's stuff showing. I don't know, but I don't know where any of this net 11,588 new way stops is, because I haven't seen them. But this Q&A is actually pretty fucking awesome, because they ask pretty much every question that the community would ask if they had the opportunity. So this is a really good piece here. And remember, this is in the Wayfair forum. This isn't something a lot of people have read probably.
Yeah.
But it goes through this great Q&A, and it's worth a read. Now, we're going to go into this in more detail next week when we do a Poke the Bear. But I'm going to touch on some points here because I think it's pretty cool that they call this shit out. One of the questions here on the list, what will happen to my Pokemon that I currently have in a gym that may be removed? They confirm any Pokemon in gyms that were converted to a Pokestop or removed will return to you as soon as we finish implementing the update. Your Pokemon are safe. That's important. And then it says, why do these new locations need to be removed? It says you could read an overview of eligibility criteria here, and we limit the density of locations in our games in order to keep the game board